Are you ready to become a millionaire, but you don't have a ton of money yet? That's okay. If you have $200 a month, I can teach you how to become a millionaire. And it's actually super easy, lazy, and not that hard. I'm a teacher, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I've learned these exact strategies that have helped me become a young millionaire soon. Let's dive in. I want wealth and happiness and peace for you. And if you want more videos on mastering your money, your mindset, your habits, and your emotions along the way to becoming who you're meant to be and to living a happy and healthy life, feel free to click subscribe. That's what we're all about here. All right, so $200. If you can work your way up to $200, or if you already have it, you will simply invest. I have a full video on how to invest for beginners if you're interested, but today I'm going to talk about specifically the $200 right here in the strategy. With your $200, you will invest in the S&P 500, which stands for the Standard & Poor Index Fund. This index fund is recommended by Warren Buffett, the top investor of all time for the average American and the average person if you want to get wealthy. There are other ways to get wealthy and to get rich and to become a millionaire faster than how I'm going to teach you here, which you can check out, the Millionaire Fast Lane. I have a whole video on that too. But if you just want to work your job and you want to get your money working for you, this is the best strategy I've found. And pretty much all the money books teaching you about financial education and self-improvement, they all talk about investing and getting your money working for you. So this is a foolproof strategy. The S&P 500 allows you to invest in the top 500 companies in the United States at a given time. That means that you will own the best performing 500 companies at any given time. So if Amazon's doing well, you'll own Amazon. If Apple's in the top 500, you will own Apple. If Tesla's in the top 500, you will own Tesla. There's a lot of companies that you will recognize and some that you won't. But that's okay, because if you're invested in the top 500, you know you're going to be getting the best of the best. And what's cool is you will be able to have different types of stocks and not just be invested in technology. You will be invested in healthcare and other different aspects that you might not have tapped into if you didn't know about it. Now, like I said, if you want to learn actually how to invest, I have an ebook coming out soon or a free video that walks you through how to invest for beginners, so check it out. But let's go ahead and look at why this works. Why is investing in the S&P 500 that returns about 10% over time? Why is that going to work for me? And how does that make me rich? I will show this amazing graph and this compound interest calculator to show you how it works. Let's dive in. Okay, so look at this compound interest calculator. If I put in $200 initially and then $200 every single month for about 5 years, compounded annually or monthly, it just depends on your investment. But the S&P 500 returns about 10% over time, and you're gonna get about $41,000 after 10 years. And you only put in 24. So you already double it after 10 years. Now, if you can put in more time and you keep being consistent, that is where you're gonna see real growth. So 20 years, you're gonna have 153,000 when you only put in 48,000. If you see the blue line, that is the principal or how much money you put in, and the green line represents the interest that you've made. So in 30 years, you have almost $500,000. That is insane, and that is awesome with just putting $200 a month. Now, you might want more, or maybe you can start putting $500 eventually once you get more money, and that's gonna get you richer faster. You will be a millionaire in 30 years if you can add $500. But if you just keep going for 50 years, you will have millions of dollars. You see here, after 40 years of just $200 a month, you see that gap widen with the green. Look at this. In 50 years, you have $3.5 million. That's putting $200 a month. $200 a month, and you can have $3.5 million. Yes, you need to wait 50 years, but if you want to retire and you love your job, this is a great, great strategy. So there is real power in investing. And yes, a lot of times the shares are a little bit more than $200, but you can work your way up and you can put that $200 in a month. And once you have enough money to buy a single share, you can invest it and actually purchase that stock. And over time, you will make more and more money, and you will only invest a couple $100,000 and you will have $1 million in return. And you lose 2 to 3% due to inflation every single year with your money. So if you don't invest it, you are definitely losing money and you are not getting that compound interest effect that can really, really propel you to millions and success. I hope this video helped you, and I hope you decide to invest. If you want to invest in yourself or you want to start a business, feel free to check out this video on how to start a business in 24 hours or learn about how the middle class and the poor think differently than the rich. I will teach you right now.